Hello, I am Esteban. This is my view, my story. I call this Beyond the Border, why radical cooperation is the new survival strategy for immigrant relief. I am Executive Director of the International Rescue Committee. I would like to express my appreciation to my fellow leaders of nonprofit organizations, members of our governing board for their participation in our discussions today, as well as all the other individuals participating in this event. Our organizations are all working together towards a common goal to provide a home for displaced individuals. However, we have reached a point of significant crisis within our intake centers, as demonstrated by the desperate need for the one last available bed for so many desperate people. With over 122 million people currently displaced globally, there is an imminent need for solutions at both the global and domestic levels. We find ourselves living in what has been referred to as the New World Disorder, and as such, the current infrastructure supporting domestic implementation of policies has been cut much faster than we can adapt to. Instead of focusing only on the numbers, let's focus on Ahmed. Ahmed is an Afghan interpreter who worked by our side in our fight against terror. He came to America legally, went through the full vetting process, and was ready to work and provide for his family. Prior to his arrest, he had a job and his children were in school. In January 2026, a simple backlog of paperwork wound up getting him detained at a routine check-in because of a new directive. Ahmed's family has experienced the trauma of war, and now they are torn apart by the exact same country that promised them safety. Ahmed is not alone. He is one of thousands of our clients who are caught in a web of bureaucratic traps caused by a broken promise. According to the latest data, the cap on refugees allowed in the US for fiscal year 2026 will be at its lowest number, approximately 7,500. The continued trends of these large reductions drive the service provided by our silos to evolve into shelter deserts. My proposed mechanism to address this is through a national refugee resource exchange. We will be able to achieve a shift from coexistent relationships to active collaboration through the use of the knowledge management system cycle across the sector of our work. Through the documentation and dissemination of best practices across cities and regions using a unified digital dashboard in real time, we can leverage our expert individual skills to develop a common buffer or shield for refugee families like Ahmed's. Albert Einstein once said, "The world is a dangerous place to live, not necessarily because of evil people, but because of those who fail to not act against it." We are all working to take action, but together, are individual NPO brands of greater importance than the preservation of the family that live next to us? My specific call for action is as follows. Come join me in creating this inter-NPO exchange. I am willing to dismantle many of my own company walls in order to build bridges to others. Are you willing to collaborate with me in order to find solutions? Thank you.